Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. Guess what? It's Tuesday, and the week is continuing, and we've got a lot of guests on the show today.
That's right. All kinds of things happening, but, okay, it's freezing outside, I have to say. I'm a beach girl. I'm a summer girl. The fall is fine, but cold weather?
Hey.
Not for me.
You think it's cold? Wait until tomorrow.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Zach?
Yeah, Amanda and Cecil, while you were sleeping, the freeze watch upgraded to a freeze warning. The exception up there in Robinson County, they're not included in any of those freeze products. Why? Well, they had a freeze last week, which has ended the growing season. So no more will they have any freeze alerts, at least until next spring, when the next major winter freeze may come in the late part of the start of the growing season. Temperatures right now in the 40s, not much of a wind chill right now, but temperatures are being tempered. Expect highs today in the low 50s. You'll notice that on our Futurecast. As we go throughout the day, though, these numbers lowering into the 30s and eventually some 20s, especially inland. Notice around 7 a.m. it is going to get cold, and that will warm us back up tomorrow into the upper 40s, but not by a lot. You'll notice that our wind chill by tomorrow morning, the teens to low 20s, all the way to the Grand Strand. The reason the beaches are that cold? Well, it all has to do with the northwest wind. The ocean water unable to keep the Grand Strand rather warm. Now, tomorrow you saw those afternoon highs in the upper 40s. Not the case with the winds. It will feel like the upper 30s, and many locations, at least along the beaches, feeling more like the lower 40s. So a big difference versus the actual ambient air temperature and what it will feel like. It'll feel even colder there on our Thursday morning, with the 20s yet again returning for feels like temperatures. Here's a look at those morning lows. Remember, this is not with the wind, so it will not actually feel like this. It's going to feel colder. That means any kids going to the bus stop, if you have any outdoor plans early in the morning, specifically between 7 and 9 a.m., I would hold off, or at least go with your kids. Keep them in the car before the bus arrives. High temperatures tomorrow in the 40s, and again, those numbers will be tempered with that wind. And then our next major storm system will begin to ride out from the west, heading eastbound later on into the end of the week. And what that's going to do, well, it's going to warm us back up eventually into the 70s. Now, our 7 days having some issues with coming up, but the bottom line is this: we're going to see that those numbers going back into the 60s. There we go. 60s by Friday, in the 70s by this weekend. Notice that rain chance. That's that area of low pressure that you saw on the screen as it works its way eastbound. There are a couple of questions between the European and the American model with how much rain we'll actually see and how warm we could go. We could see the low to mid 70s, or we could see the upper 70s with a lot or a little bit of rain. We'll find out by midweek.
All right, clapping for our weather. Kind of, I guess. Too cold for me still. It is Tuesday, November the 7th, and it is Pins and Needles Day. Everybody does that. They're on Pins and Needles.
Get on the pins and needles. And it's also Bible Week.
All right.
Now, birthdays today. Let's start off at 1955. There he is, Bill Nye. He's 63 years old, and he's the science guy on TV from 1993 to 98. And he appeared in 3 episodes of TV's Numbers.
All right, 1957, Caroline Kennedy, 61 years old, daughter of former President John F. Kennedy. Neil Diamond was inspired to write about her in the song Sweet Caroline.
That's right. 1976, Jaleel White, I believe is how you pronounce that.
Jaleel
White, okay. 42 years old, Steve Urkel. That's who it is, from TV's Family Matters. And before acting, he did a series of commercials at the age of 3.
All right, 1934, U.S. bank robber George Babyface Nelson was killed by FBI agents near Barrington, Illinois.
Babyface Nelson. All right, 1967, Capitol Records released the Beatles' Magical Mystery Tour album in the U.S.
All right.
Now, from Know It All Department, where we learn something every day. I mean, every day. All right, listen to this. Extreme Makeover. You remember the show that was on TV? The home edition drove so many families into bankruptcy and foreclosure that they had to start downsizing their houses. So, you know, they couldn't pay the taxes on the big houses they were building and giving to everybody.
Wow. How about that?
Wow.
I'm not sure that was thought out very
If
well.
you give me a big house, I'll try to pay the taxes. That's it.
Oh.
Where'd he go? Let's
Try
do it
again.
That's it from the Know It All Department today.
We've got a great show lined up. We'll be back.
All right, it's time for Pet of the Week, and you should have seen him a minute ago. He went chasing the ball off the
I was
cat.
about to say, why don't you give
No,
this
we're gonna
ball
hold
to
the ball.
the dog? That's right. Kathy's with us for the Grand Strain Humane Society.
I have another wild one.
Yes, but
You do.
she's a puppy.
He's a baby.
He's a puppy, you know. Here, I'm going to do
Who do we
this.
have? Who do we have now? Who is
There you go.
His name is Skeeto.
Dito?
Skeeto.
okay.
I have no idea why.
That's okay.
But that was the name that the owner gave him. He was actually an owner surrender because the owner didn't have enough time for him. Can you believe it?
You need a lot of time with him, I can tell. He's very energetic.
He is, well, he's a puppy, but he's also very, very trainable
Yes, he's
as
about
well.
5 months old, and he does that puppy biting, which is not a good thing to do. Bite the leash. Go ahead.
Now, what type dog is this? What are we looking at?
Probably a pity boxer mix,
Yeah, a
something
little
like
bit of
that.
pit. That's
yeah.
what I thought, too.
He's a really good dog.
He's really pretty.
Yeah, and he's good with people, good with other dogs, and you know he's actually very good in the car. Believe it or not, I thought he'd be horrible in the car, but he was actually pretty good.
Good. Doesn't try and get in the driver's seat with you or anything.
No, he actually stays in the back seat.
Tell us about Grand Strand. You know, you guys have, it's the holidays. Anything
Oh,
going on for holiday
we've
stuff?
got a big one coming up this week, this Saturday. We've got the, the Hadwin White, ow, that really hurts. Hadwin White over here.
Go ahead, the Hadwin White. All right. Zach's coming. Whoa!
I'm sorry.
Zach had to come help us
All
a little
right,
bit.
Zach, sit down
Sit on
with
the
the
table.
puppy.
Sit down, Zach.
There we
Sit down
go.
and hold him.
We have live television.
That's live TV for you. Hadwin White.
Anyway, Hadwin White is coming Saturday from 11 to 2. We have a big adoption event. And then we also have PetSmart, 11 to 2, Surfside PetSmart, Saturday and Sunday. And what else? That's about it for now.
Well, y'all always need volunteers, right,
Yes,
Kathy?
we do, because we have dogs like Skeeto all over the place who need love and need love in a home. We have all kinds of needs for volunteers. Money. Today is Giving Tuesday, by the way.
That's right. It
It
is.
is Giving Tuesday. That's right.
And we need paper towels. We need blankets, regular towels, dog food, dog toys, cat food,
Yeah,
fosters, lots of fosters.
Lots of fosters.
Yeah.
And lots of people just to come walk dogs and love
Please
them.
walk
I mean,
dogs.
look at
Yeah,
that.
I mean, this is he needs attention. He's in a little tiny cage. 23 hours out of 24.
Wow.
So he needs a home, and he needs to be able to run and get some of this little puppy
And we need
energy
some
out of him.
Band-Aids. I think he better have taken time. Not real bad. No, I'm just
Just-
kidding.
Am I bleeding?
Just puppy bites.
All right. Thanks, Kathy.
Thanks for being with us. Thank
you
you,
very much.
Zach.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Appreciate
Zach.
it.
Pet of the Week. That's what it's all about. We've got a lot more coming up. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live, talking about an autism and sensory-friendly shopping and Santa visit. Now, the good thing about this, it's sold out.
Wow. I'm talking
already
at the Coastal Grand Mall. We're going to talk a little bit about that first, and shopping and Santa. Now, tell us a little bit about that.
It's not shopping. It's not like last year. Last year was shopping.
Okay.
Attendance was low, and so we're not doing shopping this year, but this year we do have the sensory-friendly Santa.
Great.
Everybody had to register for a time slot. However, all the time slots were filled. Some of our families won't show, so if people would like to have an opportunity to try and come to the sensory-friendly Santa event from 9 to 11 at the Coastal Grand Mall this weekend, they can.
Okay.
We also have another sensory-friendly Santa and showing of Mary Poppins at the end of the month for people who don't make it out this Sunday.
Now, where's that going to be?
That is at Grand 14 Market Common, December 22nd at 9 a.m. That's a Saturday.
And so do people need to register for that as well?
No, that's sensory-friendly Santa and showing of Mary Poppins Returns.
Okay.
This the new Mary Poppins?
Yeah.
The
new
Mary
ones?
Poppins
Returns, the new one that
so
just
it's the
came out.
sensory-friendly one.
Cool, huh?
I want to go to that. No,
Yeah,
I'm just
you
kidding.
should. Come
I
play
think it's
with us.
great. I
It'll
think
be
it's great. I saw
wonderful.
them how they made it the other night on
Yeah.
60
Oh,
Minutes.
fun.
That
I did
was
not
pretty
see
neat.
that.
Was
All right,
pretty neat.
Champion
Now-
Autism Network, tell us a little bit about what you guys do. And today, is Giving Tuesday. So.
It is Giving Tuesday, so we would appreciate your donations, of course, as always. We provide traditional family experiences modified for those with autism, and spread autism awareness through speaking engagements and autism awareness seminars. We're right now giving seminars to elected officials. The BBC is coming next week to document the support that the community is giving our families with autism, and so we're trying to provide as much autism awareness as possible. We also have our sensory-friendly birthday bowling bash coming up next Sunday, December 9th, for our families who don't want to schedule a huge fat birthday party and have the pressure of that. They can come and bowl, and Johnny D's supplies the cupcakes for that.
All right.
Can't be. All right, I'll tell you, so much has happened with autism over the last 25 years. It's very well recognized now, and people are doing stuff about it. Teaching politicians and all that how to deal with it is very good.
That's right.
Well, and everybody, you're just anybody who learns more, you're a ripple in a pond, and you go out and you can support our families and reduce judgment and support everybody who's coming here to play with us at the beach.
Very cool. Very cool.
That's great.
Hats off to what you guys do.
That's
Absolutely
very good.
fantastic. Again, this Sunday, if you want to try, you can come out 9 to 11 to the Coastal Grand Mall.
Yes.
To see Santa. But then again, at the end of the month, when is
On
that?
the 22nd. Yes.
Okay, that'll be at Market
Grand
Common.
14 and Market Common, yes.
And this giving time, too. You can go to that website right there and work
right.
out and make a gift to them.
Please do.
That's right. Everybody spent so much money, holiday shopping and everything. So why not give back on Giving Tuesday to a great nonprofit?
I love that. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, Becky.
All right,
thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Talk about a lot more stuff coming up. You're not going to believe what's coming up next.
Oh, boy.
All right, coming up now, you see these little motor scooters all up and down the highway. And,
A moped.
Yeah, moped. That's what they are. And they're running up and down the road. Well, there's a lot of new laws out now about that. and we're going to find out from Sonny about it.
I know, good old Sonny. He
Yeah.
came to see us, just hanging out. He came to visit us for a little while. No, tell us, mopeds. We see, and I feel like some drivers may get frustrated because they don't go very fast, but it's a means of transportation for a lot of people.
It is, and that's the biggest complaint we hear from drivers, mopeds. They're driving too slow, they're in the way.
They can't go any faster.
So we did make some changes in the law. Number one, all mopeds have to be registered now. The riders of these mopeds have to have a valid license, whether a regular driver's license or a moped license. They can only travel on roads where the speed limit is 55 miles per hour or less. So they won't be out on Highway 31 anymore, or Highway 22. They're going to have to be on the regular roads, and when they're on those roads, they have to be in the far right side of the road. So we're doing some things to help drivers out because you're driving 55, that moped's going 25. It's a big difference.
Well, and that's a huge safety concern. Now, I do have a question about that. I know a lot of people who maybe have lost their driver's license. This is their means of transportation to and from work.
Yeah.
What happens there? Can you get a moped license without a driver's license?
They're going to have to go to the DMV
Okay.
and get a moped license.
Okay.
If they don't have a regular driver's license anymore, they can go and get that regular moped license. Now, if they're under 21, they're going to start wearing a helmet, just like a motorcycle rider does now. And they don't have to pay insurance yet. They don't have to have insurance on these mopeds right now, but they are subject to the DUI law and other laws that us as drivers have been affected by the whole time. So some good changes, trying to make it safer for everybody.
Yeah, that is a lot safer. 'Cause I've been on 31, riding down the road, and you pass a car, and there's one right sitting in front of you.
Right.
And that was the biggest
That's
complaint.
scary.
Yeah.
You driving regular speed, a moped, which you thought was a motorcycle, is only doing 25, and the closure rate so much. So hopefully this will help with that. This will help moped riders become safer, a little more accountable out on our roads.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a step in the right direction.
Now this has already been put in place?
It's already in effect November the 1st, and November the 19th was the deadline to get your moped registered with the DMV.
With the DMV.
That's
now,
correct.
All right. Now, as well, what has the reaction been? Have you had a lot of uproar about this, like bad in a bad way, or is
well,
it
the
been
drivers
positive?
I've talked to are just glad that mopeds are being held accountable
Sure.
a little bit more,
Yep.
a little more regulation, because there for a long time you saw some things with riders of mopeds that you questioned, and whether it was safe and whether it should be on the road. So this really closes up the gaps, and I think everybody's excited to see that come.
Awesome.
You never know what's going to happen. On Live PD, I saw it the other night, chasing a moped, and the guy wrecked a moped, and he was DUI.
Well, he couldn't have been going very fast. That's the only good thing.
That is a good thing.
I know, he told him that was Louisiana moped because he had DUI. I got caught for DUI.
Well, this is going to close up that gap a little bit.
That'll close it up.
Yes, sir.
Sonny, we always
Yes, sir.
appreciate you, my
My
friend.
pleasure.
We really appreciate it.
All right. We got a lot more coming up. All you moped people on the road, listen up. You better register.
Do you think you could
and
ride
get
one
your
for work? Ride one to work?
I can ride a moped.
I might get you one for
I
Christmas.
had a motorcycle one.
You guys stay tuned for that live footage.
We'll be back.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. I know, you told me not to say welcome back. Oh, well.
Yeah, don't say
I
welcome
did.
back.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
so guess what? The I Believe Christmas fundraiser is happening for Help for Kids. We're going to find out a little bit about it.
That's right. It's at, let's see, Wednesday, December 5th at the Hot Fish Club right across from Russell's Raw Bar. Everybody knows where that is. Now, we got to find out a little bit about what is going on, when and where, the time, and all that stuff.
Okay,
first.
well, we're going to be at the Hot Fish Club, Murrells Inlet, Wednesday, December 5th, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, it's $115 per ticket, but you're going to get the entry into the event. There's an open bar. There's auction going on. Wonderful, wonderful gourmet food. It's going to be a real fun event, and it's for an absolutely fabulous cause.
Yeah, tell us the cause. What's it for?
Yeah, well, it's for the kids, actually.
Right.
Yeah,
Kids.
there's about 4,000 kids that are going to be taken care of this year in Horry County and Georgetown County. But we have a sponsorship opportunity, too.
Okay.
There's a mistletoe sponsor, $500, and you get 2 entry tickets, logo recognition, signage, and promotion bag. Rudolph sponsor, $1,000, 4 entry tickets, 30 raffle tickets, logo recognition, signage, promotion bag. Jingle Bell sponsor, $2,500, 8 entry tickets, 50 raffle tickets. Koozie logo, everybody has a koozie.
That's right.
Red carpet logo recognition, signage, and promotion pack. But the big one we have, it's only 4 tables, and 3 are already sold.
Wow.
We have 1 table left.
Right now.
This is going to be the VIP, yes, and it's Santa sponsored, $4,250. But you get 8 entry tickets, a stage side reserved table just for you, 8 VIP area wristbands. You're going to have your own area.
Sure.
2018 collected ornament, 50 raffle tickets, koozie, red carpet logo recognition, signage, and promotion. But you'll have your own bartender. You'll have your own table.
Very cool.
Now, that's high class.
That's high
It's
class.
really neat. It's really neat.
That's uptown.
Special.
That is uptown.
Yeah.
That is uptown.
And this
there.
right now, you know,
Okay.
this fundraiser that's been going on for a while, I have people who've been to this before. They said it's fantastic, but you guys also, you raise a lot of money, you raise a lot of, get a lot of gifts for the kids. You said 4,000 children?
Yeah. We'll be taking care of about 4,000 kids, as Edie said, in Georgetown County and Horry County. They can wake up on Christmas morning to bikes, basketballs, just all new kinds of stuff, new clothes, books, games.
Anything that a kid would want.
Anything that a kid would want on Christmas morning, and we're going to make that
Now,
happen.
Margaret, you've been involved with Help for Kids for how long?
For about 5 years now.
And it's all volunteer.
It's a 100% volunteer. Everything that comes through that door goes to the children. Everyone is 100% volunteer. No one takes a salary. No one takes
I
anything.
like that. Edith, how long you been with them?
Same. We
Same 5
started
years?
together, 5
Y'all
years.
started together?
Yeah.
Y'all always together.
That's
Yeah.
right, always together.
Yeah,
Good
we are,
friends.
we are.
Hey.
I do have a question. You know, if somebody cannot come out to this, how can they help for Kids for Christmas, real quick?
Well, there's a donation. They can go on our website, which is Help for Kids.
Sure.
HELP for Kids, KIDSSC.org.
Okay.
And there's
Check
a
it out.
donation button. They click on that and they can do anything they want. You can sponsor a child.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
if anybody wants to come, they can come and show up that
That's
night,
right.
right?
And
Right.
guess what?
Thank
It's
you.
also Giving Tuesday. Help
That's
for Kids
right.
is
Give
one
them
of those
Tuesday, make some,
nonprofits.
give them, help them out.
That's right. We'll be back.
It's funny, it's crazy, and you never know what Cecil or Amanda are going to say or do.
Hollywood!
It's Carolina and Company live weekdays on ABC 15. A fun show that makes you laugh and makes you feel good about where you live. If you just moved to the area, Carolina and Company Live is the show you need to watch. You'll find out about everything going on along the Grand Strand, PD, and Border Belt. Check it out weekdays at noon on WPDE ABC 15.
You know, being on Carolina and Company Live is probably the best job I've ever had. I come to work every day and it doesn't even feel like work. And working with Cecil is definitely a highlight. You know, he's a crazy guy. He says all kinds of crazy things, but he can get away with it after being in the business for 45 years, and he can teach me so much. Every day I come in, I can learn from his stories and work towards my future in TV. We have a great time together, and how you see us on TV, that's how we are off set as well. We truly enjoy working together and what we do, and we thank you for joining us.
And welcome back, everybody. We've had a great show today, also a lot of fun, and it is a day of giving, so don't forget. Tell them.
That's right. Yep. Giving Tuesday is today. You can sponsor any of your, nonprofits. Any money extra that you have, they go to a really great cause. And Power Angels is the nonprofit that I've chosen, and yours, of course, the Children's Recovery.
Children's Recovery Center. Both of those are great, great organizations, and you need to give to them.
That's
okay?
right. Y'all have
Thanks
a good
lot.
afternoon.
We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.
All right,
have a great day.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.